Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chiso Butibiaka and I'm so excited to be coming back to have you here. It's really flattering, you know. Okay, so in my last video I dealt with 7 income streams I built while I was working 9-to-5 jobs, and I promised I was going to bring another part of my income stream that came even though I am a late bloomer, and so many people identified with late blooming. Shout out to Quindalene who said she's here for that content. Yay! So who are late bloomers, right? Late bloomers are people who usually their talent and capacity, what they can do, who they are, you know, the full import of their personality do not really show, or people don't really know till much later in their life. Now, much later doesn't also have a particular cap. It can be in their late 20s, it can be late 30s, it can be in the 40s. But you know, generally there are certain age, there are expectations, you know, at certain ages, even though, you know, who made the rules, Abby. But you know, I was somebody who, at least when I was about 28, 29, I have never done business. I have never exchanged value to collect money. So even my talent, the things I could do, I offered them for free. So it was in my 30s I began to build the sense of worth, began to build the fact that, you know, I have something that people will want to pay for. And then I developed the confidence, because it's another thing, making money is confidence, guys. It's another thing to know that you are worth so much, and it's the other thing to be bold enough to ask for your work every other time. Guys, that one is really a different gist altogether. If I get into how I struggled with pricing myself, this video will be like 15 minutes long. So let me focus on the fact that, first of all, how I was able to, you know, find my groove, find my value, begin to understand that I have something to offer, and began to make money, even though it was already in my 30s. You know, these are something that people start getting a grasp of in their late teens, early 20s. You know, I mean, I have people who before they are 30, they are managers of large institutions. In fact, I once had a boss who was in her 20s when I was in my 30s working with her. In fact, she was 8 years younger than I am. You know, now those are people who had the privilege of being exposed to income, you know, and all that at a very early age. So if you want to hear all about the income I built, even though I am a late bloomer, then don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Okay guys, so 6 income streams I built while, or rather, even though I was a late bloomer. If you haven't watched my previous video where I mentioned 7 income streams I built while working a 9-to-5, then you should go back there, because they are part of my income till now. But I don't want to repeat the ones I mentioned in the previous video, so here are totally new ones. Number 1, I began to accept Rapporteur jobs. Rapporteur. Rapporteur means somebody who takes minutes of meetings. You know, usually it is high-class meetings or high-caliber meetings of development companies and all that usually call for rapporteurs. Most times you are to sit in and take in all the information happening, who is doing them, and give a final report at the end of the event. It can be a 2-day event or more. Now, the first time I got that opportunity was in 2016, if I'm correct, and then I had others rolling in. Even up till this year, I have had an offer. Sometime in April 2021, I had an offer, but it was in Abuja and I couldn't travel, so I had to make connection with people in Abuja. Rapporteur jobs are things that, if you're a writer, is the kind of job that if you're a writer and a freelancer, you can make a lot of money doing it, right? So number 2 is honing my writing skills. I know I mentioned my book publishing and ghostwriting services in my other video, but in this one I'm trying to explain how that I was able to use the act of writing and develop it in 2 different branches. So I began to distinguish myself as somebody who can help people who develop websites develop content, because I saw a need where people who develop websites have take a lot of long time trying to get the content from their clients. So I came into that industry where I helped them to, you know, midwife their clients and get the juice from them and be able to write it in a way that is okay for the website. Now that is one thing I had to do, you know, as a writer. Also, part of the things I branched out was to help people create their company profile. Companies who are starting, NGOs. I remember a particular NGO that's, you know, quite popular contracted me in 2019, April of 2019 to do their company profile, everything about them, services, vision, mission, all of that. If you never knew you could do that for an organization, sitting down with their management team, then look out for it. You can be a corporate writer like that. And of course, books and the rest. Number 3 income I built, which I still do now, is social media management. That is being able to create accounts in most cases, or follow up and begin to provide content for social media platforms of organizations or individuals. It can be for celebrities, public figures or organizations, people who are very busy, who need somebody out of their team or out of the organization to handle their content. But you know that will mean you always being in contact with the organization, knowing what's happening, so that you can get a lot of content to represent them. So that means you also be like a customer service person, because you have to answer their clients, answer to inquiries, and if there is any bad publicity about the organization, you are the man to do the reputation management behind all of that. So it's a very interesting job also that I've done. I know that this year I had about 2 organizations I was doing that for my team, but I just relinquished one. So I handle one company right now, which is a vet company that I have been doing that for in the last 3 years. Another income stream I have built is, of course, editing training. Remember I told you my first business was copy editing in 2009. But I began to train people who wanted to also make money from editing, in 2018. The first time I sold that course, I didn't publicize it. People who knew I was an editor just made inquiries if I could teach. And that was how I created that course and sold it. Until now, I'm still selling it. As a matter of fact, I had an inquiry about it just a few days ago. So editing training is something that is very important, and it's rarely found, right? Number 5 income stream I have built is men premarital counseling and relationship coaching. This one was tough, guys, but I'm doing it, thank God. Because in 2012 actually, when I first started anything men coaching, I didn't think about monetizing it. But by 2016, when I had started it fully, officially, had a website and all that, I was still trying to figure out how to make money from it, but I was very passionate about advocating for men's rights, about teaching men that it's all right to be human, it's okay to learn before you enter marriage. For me, that was really key. Then, sometime in 2019, 2020, I was able to get to create a coaching package and a counseling fee. And of course, I got a certification also in counseling and coaching. So I was able to use the modality to create an income stream. And of course, today I began to make money from counseling people who want to get into marriages, and men in particular, guys. And that is such an interesting venture for me, if you know what I mean, right? Number 6, digital products. Before 2018, I never had a book of my own. I never created any online course. I never had any audio, anything. But today, in 2018, when I wrote my first 2 books were written in 2018, which is the Men Code, 12 Empowering Affirmations for Living Without Regret. It's a book for men and it's available. If you want it, I'll put the link in my description. And also, I wrote a book on blogging, blog your way to a dream job. If you're a blogger, organizations are looking for you. And I wrote that book in 2018 as well. I'll put the link down below as well. After that, I have gone ahead to create online courses, webinars that are paid. Even right now, I'm currently selling the experience, the core hookup, which is for mature singles, and it's also a paid event, online event, of course. So that is one thing I learned to do, after I had left paid employment. Oh, that's true. I didn't mention that all these things were things I began to do after I left paid employment fully in 2016, right? So this part of me finding myself late, I'm just taking it from the angle of, also being bold enough to have left 9-to-5 job after 11 years working in corporate Nigeria, right? So another bonus I want to give you, okay, I didn't mention, amidst the digital product, another thing I learned in that line, let me put them in the same space, is Facebook advertising. People come to me to say, oh, can you help me drive people to this event or to this thing? And I go ahead and do it through Facebook ads. No matter what you do, what you know, somebody else is struggling with it and you can totally make money from it. And even right now, I'm handling that kind of campaign for someone who is into the cryptocurrency industry and all that. Okay, so another bonus You want a bonus? I always give bonuses, you know, guys. Another thing is investment. Before 2016, I'm not sure I had ever done a what they call that, a fixed deposit or all of those things that I hear. But I began to, ask questions. I actually attended an event in Abuja on International Women's Day. So an organization came. I'll find the name of the organization, to lecture us about investment and stuff. That was when I piqued the first interest. But I went ahead and began to invest when I found the mobile app PiggyVest. If you're a PiggyVester, so PiggyVest has helped me to invest in transportation, different aspects of investment, and I really love it. It's a lovely app, even if I say so myself, right? So so all of these things. Let me give you another bonus: writing consultancy, like creating teams within organizations where people can, where I help people recruit teams within the organization that can manage their writing, create their company blogs and all that. I also have been able to do that and make money. This video is getting longer already. Please give this video a thumbs up because I know you like it, so that I can bring more, right? And please subscribe and share this video with your loved ones who really want to understand how to make money, and how, even if you're just starting out, it's okay. Okay, until I come your way again in my next video, keep sharing and keep being amazing, and go ahead and create an income stream. Yeah, the times are hard. Even if the times are not hard, guys, you have all it takes to make a lot of money with what you know, with what you have talent naturally from, with the knowledge you have, with the job you have been doing for years. People are aching to learn that, so you can make money from it. Okay, bye.